you're sweating and you got a heart on, and you're like, "What? Where'd that come from?" Hey,
it's the worst when you get attacked by dicks in your dreams.
here we go. All right, I think we're working now.
Are we on all cylinders?
Let me check. Wait.
I might be a little low.
You are low. Hold on.
I'm a little low.
Let me fix it all. Yeah, I think we're all there.
All right. Our week sabbatical is taken.
Sabbatical? What the fuck?
We just.
Hey, hello?
Whoa!
Wait a second. Hold on.
I forgot I've had this guy
I
on.
was doing the podcast today. Wait.
How long was he on the line?
Oh, just
Wait a second. What?
I'm
confused.
He's been on standby since Thursday.
I've been on standby since last week. We weren't sure what would happen here.
His kids have been having to fend for themselves. His job's wondering where he's at.
He goes, did you guys do a podcast? I go, no, we didn't. He goes, well, you should have called me. I would have filled in. I'm like, you will next time.
I was just here waiting, but I guess we're okay.
Should I tag AJ in and just go home?
No. I think.
Listen, Marco, we weren't sure if divorce court was happening again today. So
no, my marriage is fine.
I was standby.
My marriage is fine.
All right. Okay.
We've got a tumultuous partner here that we can't rely on. So, it's funny because he's like he was ready early last week, and then I messaged him because I woke up late. I said, "Okay, we'll do it now." Or we could do it after the game. And I saw that motherfucker saw it, and he never replied to it. And then I was almost like, well, then this is going to be a test to see if he has any ounce of responsibility in him to get back to me. And
I smoked too much.
And then it got late.
Yeah.
And then I was one of those, well, if I don't call... And maybe it won't happen because it's so late now. And I avoided the work.
Then I tried to do it on Monday, and Ben's like, "No, it's over." And I'm like, "All right."
We can't do it Monday.
You missed it. You missed the time.
I missed the opportunity. How are you doing, buddy?
I'm good. I was here for the team in case something happened today. I was on standby. I woke up early. I stretched. I got ready for this. I already had a cup of coffee. I wanted to be awake and ready to go.
Oh my goodness!
What do you guys got on the? Do you have anything? I don't even know.
I've got a bunch of stuff from last week that doesn't really apply anymore.
2 weeks old.
Yeah, it's like, hey, let's talk about the Tyson fight. Oh, that was last week. No one cares now.
Oh, that's funny.
I mean, while you're here, do you got anything, or should we just let you go? Did you? Well, here's a question. Okay, first of all, I'll let you know because Marco doesn't. I don't tell him everything that happens in your life. He got a box with 24 bagels in it. Was it 24 or 4 dozen?
I think it's 2. It's 2 from New York.
Yeah, he got bagels in the mail. I keep pushing him to open them and eat them because I just wanted.
I hate to say this. I haven't touched one.
Oh, I was getting excited.
I know. I'm trying to stay strong, but I feel weak today. I will admit, I feel very weak today, and I feel like I need carbs because I'm super tired. And a bagel right now, toasted with maybe a little egg and cheese.
Would it help if I said that I'm pretty much committed to a pizza today?
It would help a lot. That would help. Now, are you lying to me?
No. I looked Marco in the eye, and I didn't even wink at him.
Ben looks pizza hungry right now.
Well, Marco, just so you know, he mentioned it's yesterday he thought about ordering a pizza. So this is 2 days of brewing.
No. But yesterday I fought it, and the urge didn't go away. Yeah. So today might be pizza day.
Here, I think I'm going to have a bagel.
When you got a craving? It's a little bit of a pregnant craving.
It's the same thing that happened when the McRib was announced. I'm like, I know it's so bad to eat the McRib, but it's so good. And I gave away almost immediately. Immediately.
The Davy Hillbilly here with the fucking McRib.
Well, here's a question, though.
So
I have not had a McRib probably since the 90s. How was it? How's the 2020 McRib? How is it?
Like the 1990 McRib? They're probably the same McRib, man.
Really?
Same frozen batch.
Although, listen, not for nothing, in 2020, I would probably be a little cautious eating a McRib. You never know what you could get.
Oh, Jesus, man.
You get the McCovid from
McCovid.
It's like eating a bat in China.
Yeah.
Like eating a McRib in the
It is
States.
funny because like I ordered it and Italia's like, well, what's in it? And I'm like, you never ask what's in this food. You just eat it, you enjoy it, you move on with your life.
You say pork?
Yeah.
With a question mark at the end of
They
it.
don't know what's in it,
Yeah,
right?
they don't know sawdust. Who fucking knows?
I know there's
man?
pickles.
I can identify the pickles, the bread. I can sort of identify the barbecue sauce, even though it's because it's not their dipping sauce.
Oh, here
It's
we
a
go.
different sauce.
different.
We're getting
one.
deep here.
Yeah, but it's, I mean, listen, man, it's a fucking it tastes, it reminds me of like the barbecue sandwiches you would get in like school.
Is it weird that I can taste?
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
I can too.
That's what the McRib is, and it's just like it's every now and then since they're only seasonal, about twice during the season I'll get a McRib or two and just be like, okay, cool.
See, this is just how we went back with the high school, with the school lunch thing. This is why I'm thinking about pizza. Somebody on my friends list mentioned the square school pizzas, and then
Oh wow!
I had a conversation that even better where the local bowling alley would get those like rectangle
right.
Elio's
Yeah.
ones, and they had a little toaster oven,
Yeah.
and they were thicker back then. And I used to get one of those every Saturday when we were bowling. So now I've had pizza on the brain.
Ben the bowler.
Those were good though.
Yeah, right.
Ben the bowler. Yeah, they were good pizzas. I worked at I worked at Spares up here, my first job, and we always got like free food and shit during our shifts, and those pizzas were so good.
Is this some weird flex you just did there?
I know it's a weird flex.
So Anthony, the bagels. The only reason I really wanted you to do a second run with the bagel French toast, so that we could confirm that this is a brilliant idea, and I was hoping that you would, if you were going to do it, we could try it the other way, where you don't drown it in French toast and try and eat it. You just pick it up like a regular bagel and dip it in the syrup.
Right.
How'd the bagels come about? You sit there, you're sitting there fucking panhandling for everybody, buddy.
So somebody I know she lives in New Jersey, and I saw her when I was there a couple weeks, a month ago, and I said, we don't have a bagel shop. We don't have bagels. When I tell you there's not a bagel shop in my town, if you told a redneck here that you wanted a bagel, they'd go, what's a bagel? Like, they don't even know. Like it doesn't exist here. Like, the bagel hasn't made its way to McDonough, Georgia. It's the weirdest thing. So
Every time he asks about bagels, they ask him in reply, "Are you Jewish?"
What's a bagel?
Right.
What you fancy Northerners?
no, but they think it's like, they're like, are you Jewish?
It's
I'm
like-
"What the fuck,
Oh
are you
my
Jews,
God.
They
bagel?"
think it's
Like,
an ethnic food.
Oh
or
my
something.
Right,
goodness!
what? Right. So it's
like
it's the dumbest thing.
It's like a
Right.
Chinese guy asking where the wontons and
Right.
spare
Can't you
ribs
get
are.
like a bagel Mick egg or some shit? I don't fucking know.
Well, and even like McDonald's doesn't have bagels here. Like it's like it doesn't exist in this part
Is
of
it
the
is it
country.
is it legal? Are you committing a crime?
It probably, honestly, I would not be surprised in this podunk town
Listen,
that having a bagel from
if-
the north is.
if word
I'm
gets
surprised
out-
I didn't get like the quarantine police here.
If word gets out that he got bagels in the mail, he may have a cross burning in his lawn next
This
week.
is like a shitty Kevin Bacon movie.
Well, so anyway, she froze them, then she sealed them like in like a suction seal, and then froze them again, and then sent them the next day.
It's like Sigourney Weaver
So-
at the end of Aliens.
So I'm gonna have one because Ben's having a pizza. I'm gonna have a bagel, and I hate to tell you, you just said Chinese food. I think that's what I'm gonna have later.
Listen, I may not be an internet influencer, but I'm a food influencer.
And look, I
Oh,
was
you're a
that way.
pusher.
I was that way with Chinese food, man, forever. And then was it last week? I hit up Ben for the information.
You don't have to keep. You've been pointing at me for like.
I know. I keep thinking we have video and we
you
don't.
said
Yeah.
you like as he started this, he's pointing at me and he keeps pointing through like 4 sentences. I'm
That's
like,
right,
why?
brother.
I'm like, why is he still pointing
I
at
don't
me?
know. It's just what I do. And he sends me the information from the place he orders from. And like, bro, AJ, an hour goes by and I hit up Ben. I'm like, hey Ben, how long does this shit usually take? And he goes, oh, it could take upwards like an hour and 15. Lately, it's been like an hour 15, hour 30. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, my only two things are in my head. One, This is information you should tell somebody. Like, hey, man, order from this place. It's good, but plan ahead because it's going to take. Do not be starving and then order food.
Don't you understand our dynamic at this point?
Dude, no lie, AJ, hour 40 minutes.
Okay.
Here,
And I prepaid the tip, so I'm pissed.
You're fucked. I do. Well, yeah. They're usually under an hour.
and here's the other part.
Here's the thing. If sometimes I order during the day, it's quicker, and then sometimes, like the time right before you ordered, it took them like 2 hours, and I ripped them a new asshole, and I got a free egg roll out of it.
A free egg roll.
A free egg roll.
$1 egg roll.
Well, listen, I don't want to start stereotyping people, but people that run Chinese restaurants that may not necessarily be Chinese, but definitely talk with an accent like they are. So there, I covered
It's a rite of
myself.
passage.
They're notoriously cheap.
Yes.
So
I was gonna say, you complaining would probably do nothing because they're just like hang up the phone on you.
No, I complained and she volunteered it. I wasn't like, what are you gonna do for me? You know.
That's like in their training, like in case of break glass, free egg roll.
Right.
Right. But like Italians do this. You complain at an Italian restaurant, you definitely are getting nothing back in return.
Oh
There's
yeah.
No Italians giving you anything for free.
Well, the Italian is looking at it like perfection takes as long as it takes.
What they might say is, "Hey, next time you come in, we'll take care of you."
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Well, that's what the Chinese did. They said the Chinese place was like, next time, free egg roll. Next time.
Yeah.
And then and then I forget if I don't bring it up, then and how. Like I figured they'd make a note in the computer or something, but the next time I got it, I didn't get a free egg roll.
Their free egg roll is just one egg roll in a box, and they just find ways to not give it away.
Right.
It's just one egg roll for everyone, but they've never had to give it away.
Yeah.
You should go in there today and just be like, I'm here for my free egg roll.
They won't know what to do. They'll just close shop. They'll run out the back door.
I'm here for my free egg roll.
Oh, gas leak! Just run.
Oh god.
So now you're just getting fucking free food delivered to you. You got fucking bagels. Jesus Christ, man. You got an empire building here.
You heard about the lasagnas, right?
Yeah, I saw the lasagnas. That was a win. That was a fucking win.
I got one left in the freezer.
How good were they?
First of all, let me tell you something. This thing was a brick.
Let me tell you something.
That's our line. That's our line. This thing is a brick. If I threw it at you and it hit you in the head, you would be injured. That's how heavy it is. It's like the heaviest lasagna I've ever seen. It's a heavy lasagna, and it's like
knockout
it's
Garfield.
Gotta be. It has to be like a 15, 20 layer lasagna. That's how many layers there are.
Oh my goodness.
It was good. And they sent marinara sauce, which was their marinara sauce. Before I even tasted, just opening the jar. And it made the pop noise when you open the jar, and the smell. Like my daughter came down from upstairs. She goes, "What is that smell?" I said, "It's the sauce. It smelled so good just by opening the jar."
It summoned a child.
Yeah, right.
Your kids, you never want to talk to you, came down and were like, "Whoa!"
Kids out of the room is almost impossible. So,
I mean, if that's not an endorsement, I don't know what is.
Right.
Just open the jar. You don't have to eat it. The kids already love you.
Right. That guy's got some good food. So we got to go to Chicago at some point. Because
shit!
I feel like we got to go to this restaurant.
Yeah, I'm down for a Chicago trip at some point, especially if we can wrangle a free meal out of it.
Oh, of course. Right. Yeah.
Oh man, I'm looking through my list from last week, and I'm like, I can't talk about any of it. And the only thing I can talk about, I can't talk with it while AJ's on the phone because he doesn't give a shit about Mandalorian.
Oh no.
So
I don't even know what that is.
Exactly. So it's like I have Tyson fight. Like, oh yeah, it happened. Tyson won. I don't care about that draw bullshit. Tyson beat that old man's ass. Dude, at round one, you see Roy Jones sit down. They both sit down. You see Tyson sit down. He's still breathing normally. He's back and forth. He's all happy. He's like a kid in a candy store. He's just so happy to be in the ring. Roy Jones, he looks like an uncle at the end of Thanksgiving dinner. He's just breathing heavy and he's sweating, and you're like, bro, you thought you wanted this until you got in the ring, got hit one time. You're like, oh, I didn't want this as bad as I thought.
But listen, we can make this conversation relevant by saying, did you see that that Tyson's calling out Holyfield.
No, the
deal.
Holyfield called out Tyson right afterwards, because Holyfield was set to fight on another card.
Right.
I mean, old man fight is like going to be a thing now because it's outdrawing young man fight.
Well, we're not
crazy.
We're not sure if that's the old men or the YouTube guy that did the draw. To be honest with you.
Well, they did say that Jake Paul was a big part of how it reached 1 million buys.
But I think that the only fight that has of all the old men fights is
it's Tyson Holyfield.
Yeah, that's the only one that would draw.
Listen,
yeah.
Holyfield.
Tyson's like signed a contract, so I'm like, man, I hope this happens.
The only thing is I don't know. Like, okay, so here's my thoughts on that. Holyfield is, 58, 59? Like, he's almost fucking 60. And Tyson is a very, very, as we found out on Saturday night, a very young 54.
Right.
Okay.
He's in better shape than the three of us put together.
Yes. He dropped, he was like,
he's also higher than the three of us put together.
Yes, at all times, at all times.
He did say he was high during the fight, so.
Fucking stay smoking, buddy. You see, Snoop Dogg is starting a fight promotion after that bullshit. Listen, Snoop was the best part about the night because I don't think he knew what he was watching, but he was having fun watching it, and it was just entertaining. Israel Adesanya sat there just trying to be really professional, and that was like the worst possible setting to be very professional, and Moro was just Moro. He just does what he does.
Well, nothing about that night screams professional. So
it would be interesting to see if Holyfield is a young 58 and Tyson. Oh man, that'll be. I would pay for that. But
now I saw a video of Holyfield. He does not look bad. Like,
no,
he looks like he could still probably go a little bit.
Yeah, but I think Tyson surprised everybody.
Yeah,
I mean, we were
Tyson
expecting
could probably actually fight like on the real card.
Yeah, like Roy Jones Jr. Roy Jones Jr. looked like a 51-year-old man trying to fight.
Yeah,
Mike Tyson looked like a caged animal who was finally allowed after like 30 years to get some reps in. You know, like he was that was home for him. So I would love to see it. I'm just afraid that Holyfield is a little on the. He might be a little too much on the older side because that's the thing about watching a fight was Mike didn't headhunt. He played by the rules.
Well, maybe they'll fight somewhere where they can have a real fight.
Outside of Nevada, yeah.
Yeah, like outside of the country, you know?
Oh, my God.
Go to Abu Dhabi or somewhere.
The Saudis have already paid him $30 million just to think about it.
Yeah.
Like, here's a check.
Probably.
Let us know. Oh, please. Please. You know, if Dana can find a way, because him and Mike are tight to do some shit with that. Although Dana came out and was like, I'm not doing anything more with Anderson Silva, because Roy Jones wants to fight Anderson Silva, and that was a terrible idea. So there.
Hey, well, speaking of it, I feel like I have to go here.
Oh.
Both of you should know what I'm talking about. Anderson Silva.
Oh, I know.
I'm not
Marco may
not. I'm not going to go into full detail, but a friend of ours made a little comment.
God, Jesus Christ!
About Anderson. I don't want to go too much because I don't want to.
The free agent signing of a millennia. Jesus Christ!
It may be confidential information,
yeah.
So we'll leave it at that. But
yeah.
I think it's cool, but the best part of the whole thing was Ben's response. That's all. That was the best part of it.
I feel about Anderson Silva how I feel about Sting. The better company got everything out of him. You're just getting the remnants of what's left.
You don't know what you're talking about.
I know exactly.
I don't know. I think WWE dropped the ball, especially reading this week.
Oh no, they 100% dropped the ball on Sting.
Well, did you guys see what they said? Like Sting had said he'd sign a multi-year deal with them if they let Vince let him do a cinematic match with Taker, and Vince said no, that he didn't think it was a draw. What world does this guy live in?
Yeah. That's everyone's been clamoring for a Sting Taker match for 10 years now.
10?
But what world does Vince live in that he doesn't think that would be a draw? Like
his own.
Listen, I obviously don't watch, but because of
it doesn't stop you from voicing your opinion.
But because of I listen to the podcast, so I listen to Cornette's podcast.
I thought you were listening to our podcast.
No. No one listens. We don't listen to our own shit. We just do it.
No.
Listen, they're like, hey, you remember podcast 13? Look, that was in the past. We don't.
I have to when I have to pull out audio clips or when you do your racist thing.
Oh Jesus!
But I listened to the Cornette thing, and they're like, yeah, Vince was all make-upped up for the Undertaker thing. He looked near dead, and so I watched it, and I was just like, ooh, fucking Vinnie Mac's getting fucking shaky now.
He looked bad.
He looked
did
bad,
not look
man.
good.
He looked like
Right.
Paul Bearer.
Right. He actually looked dead. Like
He
they just
did.
brought him like Weekend at Bernie's. They brought him out there.
And you're thinking, you're like, the only thing I thought watching the clip, that's the guy making the final decision on everything.
Right.
What's new? What's new, children? Oh, this is new, Vince. I don't like it because it's not what I remember.
Right. Yeah, no,
That's the guy.
He looked bad. He looked dead.
That's the guy making all the final decisions, and we wonder
Right.
why the WWE looks like it looks.
Right. We wonder why it's tanking. Yeah.
I'll just say on the Sting front that he looked really he looked good, and I doubt they're going to do anything that puts him in a position to look bad.
No buckle bombs.
Right.
Yeah. No
Right. Listen, Ben, we know what you're waiting for.
What am I waiting for?
Goldberg's 456th return. That's what you're waiting for.
Listen, us Jews got to stick together. I don't know what you want.
Listen. WWE ain't letting Goldberg go. They'll
He's
throw him an
not.
extra
It's not a
zero.
return. He signed for like 5 years, 2 matches a year thing. So
He signed for the money. He's always been about the
it
money.
has
Good for
nothing to
him.
do with that, though.
Yeah.
He signed a deal. It's not like he
No.
keeps returning. It's they just use him.
I need to see my kid needs to see me wrestle. 10th match in. Like, can he not see? Is your kid blind? Go home. Go home. Stop this
He's almost
nonsense.
died twice.
You are a very rich man. Stop this nonsense.
All right, I just weighed myself here, so
Oh,
I'm gonna have
boy.
a bagel because I'm not losing weight. So
Big reveal.
You that's
I,
it.
Wait a minute.
I've been back on keto.
Wait.
That's it. He looks at the scale. He goes, "Well, it's not going to happen now. It'll never happen."
Wait a minute.
Back to the bagels.
You can't say you weighed yourself and then not give a number.
239.
Oh, well, there you are. Right
Oh,
up.
Jesus, that's not bad, man.
No, but it's way better than 270. But
Yeah. Any low number is better than a high number when it comes to
But he
weight.
was like in the 220s at one point.
That's right. You weighed almost less than I did at some point.
I
It was
know,
those-
but,
it was
I
those
know,
brick
listen,
lasagnas.
I had a Thanksgiving stretch that went from Thursday to Sunday.
Who
and
predicted that?
Oh yeah, okay.
Who's
yeah.
got two
Right.
thumbs and predicted that?
But then I've been back on all week, and I don't know, it's not moving here. So I'm
Maybe-
gonna go ahead and have a bagel. today.
Well, I could tell you that the quantity you've been eating,
Yeah.
as you've been reporting to me,
well,
in our
there is something that I have not reported to you this week.
Uh-oh.
Are you ready for this?
always.
Twice this week. Twice. I ate a pint of the keto ice cream twice this week in one sitting. Twice. And then I wonder why I'm not losing weight.
like a sad woman after watching The Notebook.
Right. And it was triple chocolate. It makes it even more like a sad
man,
woman.
that actually listen. I'm not blaming you at all for that. That sounds fucking awesome.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like
fantastic.
it's
but-
like when it says low carb or low fat, it doesn't give you an excuse to eat 4 times the
right,
amount you
it
should
doesn't
eat.
give you an excuse to eat 600 calories in one sitting.
Right, yeah.
It's difficult. That's like one of the.
That's why I stopped buying those.
That's
'cause
one of the hardest adult decisions you make is when you buy something like that and you're like, I can eat this whole thing. No one can stop
Well, I don't
me. Like,
understand.
no.
I don't understand anybody that buys one of those pints of ice cream, cracks it open, and actually puts it back in the freezer. Like it should be gone.
Right.
Like to me, that's a single serving.
Right. No, so the first night was like on, I don't know, Tuesday, I was doing a TikTok live and I started eating it and then 15 minutes later, it was literally empty. I was like, what happened? Like I don't even know what happened. And then,
Like you blacked out.
right. And then Thursday, it was Thursday night or Friday night, I bought another one and I took just a couple scoops out, like 1 or 2. And then I said, all right, I'm going to put it back. And then it was gone. I don't know what happened.
I'm literally. I didn't listen to that story. I was thinking about pizza. I was
Yeah,
thinking about what
you know what? I'm
order.
gonna listen. You guys can finish the podcast. I'm about to go make a bagel from New York
I'm
with some eggs and some ham.
Can I just tell you I'm nervous about getting a pizza?
Don't be nervous. Just do it.
No, because I have a feeling it's gonna like. I've been eating good for like 3 weeks. That it's gonna fuck me
Right.
up. Like I'm gonna fall asleep halfway through the Dolphins game, and the only reason I'm gonna wake up is because I'm gonna have serious leg cramps or something.
Oh, the leg cramps are the worst.
Yeah.
I had them all Thanksgiving weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe I just
Stay
talked
hydrated.
myself. I might have just talked myself out of it. But you have that
No,
bagel.
you can't. Whoa. Then I can't have the bagel.
Well,
It doesn't work like this.
well, but I'm not going to be eating till lunch, so you need to figure out your breakfast now.
I can hold off.
I think the scale differs in
So-
his opinion, buddy.
So then you're saying you're not eating until I eat.
This is ridiculous because I feel like I can't. If I cheat and you don't cheat, I feel like
Like you lost a bet?
I feel like a loser.
Yeah.
So, but if you eat the pizza and I eat the bagel and Chinese food later, I think the universe is aligned. We're good.
It's a cosmic balance. Are we talking about?
Right.
All right. Well, you go do that. We'll wrap this up.
You guys have fun.
with
And,
our
what
own
time's the
thoughts.
Dolphin game? What are we looking
Finally,
at?
a 1
today?
o'clocker.
It's a 1
Yeah,
o'clocker, but
that's 4 o'clock. By 4 o'clock, I'm toasted. I
yeah,
can't
I don't know who's playing quarterback.
We didn't know
I
last week either.
don't think they know.
I don't think so either.
Hey, but
It's the
in bigger
Bengals.
news-
It's the Bengals. The Burrow-less Bengals. I'm thinking we're gonna win this. I'm thinking that's an easy enough call.
well, I mean, the Giants beat them last week.
Yeah,
so.
we don't have a chance next
That's not
week,
saying-
so we
yeah.
need to get our victory
Listen,
into this
The
week.
Giants beat them last week with Colt McCoy at quarterback. So
This is
at
true.
this point, you guys could put anybody in.
It's
Yeah.
funny how that name is now a blast from the past. You're like, hey, remember that guy?
Okay, I'll end it on this. You say a blast from the past. When he came in the game last week, I literally thought to myself, why do I feel like he played college football like 40 years ago? I feel like it was so long ago. I'm like, how's this guy in the NFL still?
Well, you guys,
Like, seriously?
someone said it in the group chat that he was playing, and I'm like, he's still in the league?
That's what I thought. Is it like his son or something? Because
Right.
like, there's no way.
Was there a junior next to that? Yeah.
Right. Like he's got to be like 40 years old at this point, right?
Yeah.
I can't remember when he declared for the NFL. I just was so long ago.
Yeah, but I mean, did he even play before this? Because I don't ever remember him playing either.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Not for your team.
Yeah.
No,
I don't think he
was a
ever
great
got
college
us.
quarterback.
No, he had starts, and he
Did he?
came in. Yeah,
Oh.
he's played probably. I mean, if you look at his stats, I'd say he's probably played like 3 years worth of games or something like that. Total.
In a 10-year career?
Yeah, something like that.
Right. Well, I gotta tell you guys, we talked about food, wrestling, and football, all in one podcast. This is a solid podcast.
And we're on.
Marco, I'm glad that you forgot about last week. That made me get on this week because it was a good one. I
No,
liked
it was this so far so good. You're gonna hang up and the train's gonna
Oh, it's
derail
gonna
right
go
the
right
fuck off the
down, right.
tracks.
All right. But at least we got a good
Yep.
30 minutes. In. You guys can all go
That's
back
what
to
she
your
said.
lives now.
Right, yeah.
All right, go
All
enjoy
right.
your bagels, buddy.
Yeah, goodbye.
Let me know how those are, and I'll tell you if I order pizza or not.
If you get the pizza, it's no if here, pal. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and order the pizza for you and have it delivered.
I'm okay with that because that means it's free. Listen, either call Davey's Best Pizza Bar, or
you know what? You know why that would never happen? Because I'm a cheap fuck. Goodbye.
Bye.
Your Little Caesar shows up.
Yeah, I love Little Caesars. I love a good cheap pizza. A Hungry Howie's or Little Caesars.
Little Caesars is only like piping hot, like right there.
Oh no! Once the cheese hardens, it's
no
it's
good.
not cheese anymore.
It's
It's that like
cheese,
it's
cheese.
like that. It's like the commercial cheese for when you're shooting a commercial, which is like a mix of Elmer's glue and something else.
the chemical it just changes,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh my goodness. Well, that was fun.
Let's
Good
now
surprise,
now,
AJ.
now you've got me thinking about Little Caesars
Oh no.
and how I wish they had the bacon wrap pizza because that would be the beginning and end of this whole thought process.
I haven't had Little Caesars since I came back from Ocala.
So are we taking a road trip after this podcast?
No, I can't do that to myself, man. We went to a flashback last night, and I filled up on fucking French toast.
Oh,
I feel.
see, it's a theme this week of French toast.
Yeah, exactly. And I didn't know that you guys had the French toast gimmick going with whatever you guys were doing.
No, it's no gimmick. He's just like
Yeah.
he was just like I don't know what to do with this bagel. I said, why don't you make French toast out of it.
I've never made French toast out of a bagel. I've never seen
No,
that.
it's a brand new brilliant idea from the people that brought you nothing.
Nothing.
I was trying to think of something clever I came up with once, and I got nothing.
Yeah, so the only other thing that I had from last week was and it's even better this week after fucking Friday's episode was Mandalorian. And I don't want to get too much into it because we're not a nerdcast.
Right.
But Ben,
What?
just give the keys to Star Wars to Dave Filoni and John Favreau. Call it a day.
Dave Baloney.
Just give them the keys. Throw Kathleen Kennedy down a fucking elevator shaft. And let those two ride off into the sunset with Star Wars because they win.
I was going to bring up before we. The only thing I had on my list was doll hair, and I don't even remember
What the fuck?
I don't remember what that was
Doll
about.
hair?
Oh wait, wasn't your wife like cutting hair, like all over the
Like a week or two ago.
Was that dolls or was that like
No,
wigs?
it was the wigs.
Oh.
It was wigs.
Why did I put doll hair? Maybe you
Oh.
referred to it as doll hair or something.
Maybe. I don't fucking know.
Oh.
I don't know. But that conversation was cleared up. She now knows to clean up after her. Whatever those.
You mean after you cut hair in the apartment, you should vacuum it up?
I'm just saying. It's courtesy, man.
Okay.
That's courtesy.
Yeah, I'm not fucking with these levels on this thing. I don't know where we're at.
I'll tell you what. I got a badass fucking Christmas tree.
Oh.
One of those pre-lit.
Like a real one or a...
No. One that comes out of a boxer.
This is what on my recommendation.
Yes.
Where you can then
Yeah.
select lighting choices on your phone.
It's so nice. Well, it's not off the phone. There's a controller on the thing.
Oh.
I didn't buy the premium. They got they have the trees like least realistic, realistic, most realistic, and two things out of that. One, after realistic, there shouldn't be another category except for real tree. Realistic looking tree, then real tree. Not realistic, most realistic. That seems like the Spinal Tap, the 11.
Like realistic is like good from 10 feet.
Yeah, and here's the funny thing: they have all the trees out at Home Depot. You can they have them all the displays.
In the tent. Oh.
They
you
have
mean
all the
not the real
displays
one.
inside, so you can see all the trees before you buy it. The one we bought was the least realistic. Bro, it's a fucking Christmas tree. It looks.
Once you hang shit on it and put lights on it.
It looks and feels like a Christmas tree. And you can buy the spray to make it smell like one.
Oh, that sounds.
I
awful.
didn't buy the spray because I'm pretty sure that's gonna poison me. And I do enough with my body, eating fucking McRibs and shit that I don't need to put fake tree spray in my house. The realistic tree, they were nice looking trees. Most realistic looked faker than the realistic trees. It was a mind fuck.
It was like too realistic.
Yeah.
Like when your TV is too sharp and everything starts.
Exactly. When you go back and watch old movies on new TVs.
But now, like a TV, when you have the realistic to not realistic range of trees, is it your viewing distance? Do you have to take that into account with your tree?
I didn't step back 10 feet to look at the fucking trees.
Because it's not like it's not like when you have a tree set up in your place that you're supposed to be staring at it from a foot away.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be enjoying it like from your couch.
Yeah.
Or wherever, or it's in the corner of your room and there it is, and it's looking all pretty and whatever. Yeah. But you could tell I'm a Jew and have no idea how to talk about a Christmas tree.
Of course.
Never had one in my house in my life. My mom would have fucking fell over dead. You're supposed to really appreciate it from wherever you normally are.
It was funny because they have like solid, because there was an ad. They're like, oh, a 7.5 foot pre-lit good looking tree for like $100, and I'm like, oh, cool, like that's easy. We get there. It's bright red. And I'm like, oh, it's really, really bright red.
What do you mean, like it's colored red?
Yeah, the whole fucking tree is red.
Oh, like a white one. Yeah.
And then they have a white one, and then the regular. So the white one was $100. The white one was $100. The
white one, and the red one.
The red one was $100. The white one was $100. They had a unity tree, which I call the unity tree, which is basically a rainbow tree.
Okay. LGBT.
Yeah, and that was $100, and then the green, real looking tree, $150, and I'm just sitting back like, motherfuckers. You motherfuckers. And the size gets you because you show up and you're like, oh, these trees aren't. Oh, like there was like a tree for like $40, and I'm like, a 6-foot tree for $40. I'm like, that doesn't sound so bad. I stood next to it. I'm like, man, Charlie Brown would be embarrassed to have this fucking thing in his house. Fuck this.
I'd have a problem where I wouldn't have enough shit to hang on it.
I actually, oddly enough, so
You just hang all your Transformers on it, right?
I do not. So we've had like these Christmas boxes that I boxed up when we moved out of the house like 2 years ago, and we haven't opened them. Well, I brought them over, and I'm like, we'll go through all the ornaments. We'll go through everything in there. We'll use what we use. We'll consolidate. I'll throw the rest away or give it to my mom, and she can do whatever she wants.
Whose are these?
Our families,
Okay.
the Salvino families.
Okay.
I'll give the rest to my brother, and he can. I don't even think that my brother has a Christmas tree.
So you're cherry picking.
Yes,
And then given.
I did all the work.
Okay.
I did all the work. I get first.
I like
dibs.
how when you said I did all the work, you leaned forward in your seat.
I did
and
all the
got
fucking
aggressive
work.
about
Yeah.
it. Like
You
you made sure to make eye contact on that statement, on that sentence.
It's like we have a welcome to the Salvinos sign. And my mom goes, well, who wants that? And I'm like, well, I'm the one doing everything. So this is now my sign. It goes in my kitchen. Because the other siblings.
You didn't want a sign in your kitchen that said kitchen?
No, I know where the kitchen has been. I can always find the kitchen, such as yourself. We can always find the kitchen.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Sometimes I walk into a kitchen and it says kitchen.
What happens when you go into someone's house? The first thing you scope out for is for the bathroom.
Well, you look for the sign that says bathroom. I would if I bought a house, I think I would go and steal one of the hanging bathroom signs from Home Depot. That basically it says like restrooms as a man and a woman and an arrow, and I would like hang it in my living room, pointing down the hallway to my bathroom.
That's funny.
Yeah. Or Publix has it too. One or the other. I'd grab one of them.
You'd want the most audacious one.
The most obnoxiously
Yeah.
in your face, can't avoid seeing it. One.
So-
Although those signs look like they're like 2 feet tall, so hanging it from a ceiling that's only like 12 feet high, you're gonna hit your head on it all the time.
You'll
anyways.
never miss the bathroom.
No.
Yeah, so it's finally cool to have a Christmas tree. It's like a 3-piece tree goes together in like 3 minutes. Like it's fantastic.
Well, if it's 3 pieces, it shouldn't take more than 3 minutes.
Well, here's the thing. Like
You would
I
think
didn't know
click.
because we had a fake tree as a kid. We had a fake tree for a little while, and it took like 3 hours to put together. Every branch was numbered,
yeah.
and this one had lights. So I'm like, I'm gonna have to put a branch in, then plug a fucker thing in. Like this is gonna be
No,
a.
it
Not,
was
I
just-
didn't want to do it.
It was
I
just like it
opened the
was
box-
chopped into.
I'm like, this couldn't be any more idiot proof.
Yeah.
It couldn't. It just, I'm sitting. I'm like, this is fantastic. In 3 minutes, I had a tree. Like you spend more time bringing the branches down and just kind of like.
I would want one where the lights. Maybe yours does this, but it sounds like if you got the middle realistic, that maybe you didn't. That the light patterns could pulse to the sounds of like music or your TV or something.
I don't know if it does it or not. I think it might. Dude, it's got like
That would be fantastic.
It's got like 15, 20 fucking settings.
That would be fantastic.
I'm clicking. I just wanted traditional Christmas lights, and I just kept clicking. I'm like, okay, which one is traditional? It just there was so.
I want your
so
tree to respond to you. Then you have to throw a Christmas party and have your boy Kevin DJ it, and it would
God,
and
darkest.
and the darkest and have the tree pulse to his.
Speaking of my boy Kevin, we were supposed to fucking get some. He had this badass rib place up in Pompano that he wanted to take me to today, and we had planned out. But I've got this big presentation for work and this big website reveal, and I have to do work over the weekend, motherfucker.
What a fucking nerd!
I know. How dare
This
him?
is like I got homework to do
Yeah.
before I can watch my fucking Doctor Who at 5 or whatever.
And he's like, "How about them Dolphins?" I'm like, "Listen, they're playing I don't care who takes the field under center. If we can't beat the
No,
Bengals,
it's not a question of will the Dolphins win. It's like will they meet the spread? That's the only
will they beat
question.
the spread.
That's the only question on this game. But yeah, so I'll have to wander over there and see the tree at some point. I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I didn't get the spray, so.
So
yeah.
it's only half the experience.
But you know,
Should I just get a? You know, what I should do.
you click through the lights.
No, you should get like a bunch of those pine tree hangers that you would put in a car
Oh my god!
and just sneak them deep into the tree and hang them where they're hanging on the tree, but they're not ornaments. Unless you're light on ornaments, then just dude, a tree with just Christmas tree scented things as the ornaments. Here we go. It's like a little bit Inception-y.
What's best about that is I think on Amazon I could buy those in bulk for like $5.
You can. It's funny. It's when I was looking at like products for us to put our logo on. You can get like air fresh,
Real
the
cheap.
hanging air fresh with the Breakfast Club logo on it. And there was like a blueberry vanilla flavor or something. I was like, ooh, that sounds like a good donut.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Coming next year.
You're a good kid. Here's an air freshener.
Yeah. Well, you send a pack of them.
How about I fucking had a package sitting in the mailroom for the past week and I didn't know it until I had to look at the tracking because I didn't get a
I
confirmation.
have a package sitting on the seat right now.
That shit ain't been open since 2002.
Can we talk about packages?
What?
So my roommate, of course, listen, every Saturday involves just sitting on the couch, becoming one with the cushions and watching TV. Like, not even good TV. Like, I watched some fucking shitty horror movie called Subspecies. I watched just garbage, just to fill my with garbage.
Subspecies?
Yeah, it's a vampire thing. Listen, the only thing that I go on for was it's one of those like 90s movies where all the women's titties pop out.
Oh.
That's like she's chained up in the dungeon and like her shirt's like strategically ripped so titties poking out.
Yeah.
That's the traditional good stuff from back in the day. I watched that. I watched Dagon, which is a H.P. Lovecraft movie again, where the girl gets naked, and because it's just the mindless stuff. And I get my roommate like leaves, and like 5 minutes later, he's like, he calls me, and I'm like, why are you calling? Like nobody calls me. Who calls me? We got Messenger. He's like, I got a package coming, and it's real heavy, and I talked to the FedEx guy. Like, he's always like talking to somebody. Always talking to somebody. I ran into the FedEx guy and he didn't have it. The other guy on the route had it, and he said he'll give that guy your number, and when he's there, you'll open the garage because it's real heavy, and I don't want. You know how far I am from.
What chain of events is happening?
What am I, 50 feet from the mailroom?
How heavy is this thing?
Like,
is a car being delivered?
There's no residences closer to the fucking mailroom than mine. I'm like thinking like he's like and he'll call. So if you see like a real sketch number come up, he uses like Sketch or Shady or whatever. I'm like, just like, you mean an unknown number? Yeah. And he's like, yeah, just it's the FedEx guy. Just go down and open the garage door. So I get a text from the FedEx guy, and it's not the guy bringing the thing. It's the guy he talked to like 2 hours later. And it's like, hey, the guy's there with your thing. Can you open the garage door? In the time it takes me to read that, get up off the couch, walk to the stairs, go down the stairs and click the garage door opener, nobody there. I didn't even put shoes on or nothing. I'm looking around. I like go back upstairs. I'm looking like I thought for some reason I thought going upstairs I have a better vantage to see down the street, which you don't.
No.
So I went back downstairs. I'm looking around, and I'm like, I text the guy. I go, well, I mean, there's nobody here.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, that guy's real impatient. And I go, fuck. I replied seriously. Like he couldn't wait all of 10 seconds.
Yeah. Real impatient.
So I'm like, I don't know. For all I know, the guy left in the middle of the street. So I go and I walk over the mailroom, and it's in there, and it's like some fucking rowing machine thing. Like, I don't know if he got it for himself or his girlfriend or whatever.
Maybe one of those it'll be used 3 times.
His 3-day commitment to fitness. So I pick it up and I carry it over. I'm like, oh, this isn't heavy. I pick it up with both hands and walk it over. It's even got like, those straps, the plastic straps that they put around it. So you have even like ways to pick it up. It was just a long horizontal box. I'm like, this isn't even fucking heavy. This pussy. That I shouldn't call him a pussy. While he's,
I was gonna say.
Well, actually, you know what? He went to play softball this morning, so he's not here. That pussy could even pick this fucking thing up. Oh, it's real heavy. So I pick it up. I throw it in the. I didn't throw it, but I threw it in the garage, and I'm like, I texted him and I said, listen, if it's more than one box, you're on your own. I grabbed what looked like your fucking package. It had your name on it. I'm like, what the fuck?
Rowing machine.
What a convoluted chain of events for nothing.
It's gonna be used 3
literally
times.
for nothing. When like
you didn't even need your third arm.
It's like just oh, it's real heavy. Let me go through this whole procedure of talking to the FedEx guy, to call the other FedEx guy, to call me. Like, really?
And you know that that FedEx guy who ended up dropping it off, he was just like,
Oh, no.
"I'm not-"
If it was me,
Yeah.
I absolutely put myself in that guy's
Yeah.
shoes and said, "Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah,
if
of
that was
course.
me, I'd have yeah to everyone.
Yeah.
I'd have thrown it in the mailroom. I'd have gone, hey man, the guy's not here. Well, let him know." And I would driven off and just
Those
fuck that.
they have so much to do in their day
On a
to
regular-
cater to you.
On a regular day, it's the fucking holiday.
Yeah.
Dude, I went in that mailroom. There were packages everywhere.
Oh, it was crazy.
It was packed sky high. You know what's funny? I've never had a box that wasn't in a mailbox. You know, I
Really?
see all these boxes stacked on the floor, and I get that some of them are too big to go in those boxes. But there's a lot of little ones. I don't know if those are people that aren't registered in the system.
Natalia's told me that she went in the other day. She went in the other day to get something that was there, and the Palm Trace people were all in there.
Oh,
And
you just told everyone where we live.
Oh yeah, you'll get 10 feet in Palm Trace and go, "This ain't worth it," and turn around. Trust me, people. So they were in there. They had everything opened, and more than half of the
the lockers were
were
open?
empty, and there was boxes everywhere. And Natalia's like, she overheard them going like, those motherfuckers aren't doing their job, blah blah blah. So apparently, because of the holidays and everything else, the mail people are just saying like, mailroom and out.
Fuck it, chuck it.
Yep.
Just throw it in there.
Yep,
Yeah.
and just boop is what happened. Like, so I had a transformer for my planes, not a transforming transformer, an actual. I can't believe you just did that.
I made a transfer. I'm trying to make it when you're not talking, but you kept talking.
An actual electronic transformer for my battery charger, and the first one got lost. I've never had anything in my Amazon get lost, never once. But it was super easy to get it replaced. Like Amazon, you don't have to talk to a person. You just you just do a few clicks, and they go, "All right, we'll see you on Sunday." I'm like, 10-4.
Yeah, I've gotten where it's like, "Oh, we sent you a new one already. If you get the old one, just." I don't know if they didn't even say return it.
A lot of times they just like donate it or whatever.
Yeah, donate.
They've already written it off.
Yeah.
Because I know, like when I worked for Chewy, it was anything under like $65. They were just like, just donate it because that's all we're gonna do.
So I'll just say it now because I'll forget to tell you later. You were speaking of Transformers. I mean, not real Transformers, but it reminded me that I watched. Dude, first of all, the Disney Plus channel is shit. Maybe it's because I'm not into all the fucking horse shit.
That's 100% what it is.
I'm not into all the horse shit.
Yeah.
But there's nothing for me to watch on there. There's Star Wars and a bunch of Marvel movies I've already seen in theater.
Yeah.
Like every fucking thing else is like shit I don't care about. All the animated stuff and the fucking old shows.
And I love all
and
that
whatever.
shit. So.
Yeah. Well, it's sure. And so, but I watched the Marvel 616.
Yeah.
It's a show. I don't know what it's about, but because each episode is really different. But the first episode was about the Japanese Spider-Man TV show.
Oh my god, with the gun.
Okay, and how they talked to the guy who basically made the deal over there, who got the license from Marvel, and was like the go-between. And it's a 45-minute documentary, and it was pretty good. They interviewed the actor that played he wasn't Peter Parker. He was like, whatever. They just made a whole different. They said the deal was. I'll get to why I'm talking about this in a second, but they were saying, do whatever you want as long as it looks like Spider-Man and he does some Spider-Man shit. Do whatever the fuck you want. Just keep it contained to Japan.
Yeah.
The American audience won't know the difference and won't care.
Yeah.
Because they won't see it. And so he's
Thank you, Internet.
They had like a giant robot, and he had a car, and he had all kinds of cool shit. All the Japan stuff.
Yeah.
And apparently the robot transforms into a sphinx, and the guy that designed it, because he's like the toy liaison, that was the first Transformer. That was the first toy that transformed into something.
Oh, in the 70s?
Was the Spider-Man, was the robot for the Spider-Man show.
But I would think...
Because that part of that licensing deal was that that Toei could use Marvel licenses, and that Marvel could use the Toei thing, so they did that Shogun Warriors comic.
Yeah.
And then the spin-off from the Shogun Warriors comic was Transformers.
I'm not doubting that.
Well, I'm just telling you
because I know like Maycross.
Nope, that's all before it.
That's
before it.
It's before all of it, huh?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Huh.
Spider-Man, the Japanese Spider-Man TV show, which was like, I don't know how they do this.
Yeah.
They said it was one season, but it was like 50 episodes. So I don't know. Maybe because it was children's stuff like
was
Power
it was
Rangers.
it mid-70s?
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was older. Yeah.
That I think they invented the concept for transforming. Like a robot turns into a car or whatever.
Yeah.
Was from the Spider-Man show.
I mean.
So maybe you need to look into that because you're the Transformers collector. You should get the original Transformer, which was the.
I'm pretty sure that finding that thing is going to be impossible.
Well, you'd have to. Well, two things would have to happen. You'd have to convert your money to yen and learn how to speak Japanese to get.
Not today. You got Amazon Japan, buddy.
I was kidding.
Yeah.
I was trying to make a joke.
Oh, well,
You got a little defensive. You took it too seriously.
I did.
All of a sudden, you got in a collector mode.
I did
Over there.
It's funny because I had 2 figures come in today.
Oh my god.
And I just took a chance on 2 figures. I had some money laying around. I'm like, fuck it, and they're so nice. But that's neither here nor there. Natalia instantly. I had this version of Starscream come in. She's like, I'm gonna put it on. She has an Instagram figures page, which I just figured out today. Found out for the first time. I'm like, well, it's not as bad as OnlyFans or the Twitch streaming or some shit. So yeah, go ham. I suppose.
Well, it doesn't make any money.
Yeah, whatever. It makes her happy. At the end of the day, that's all that matters.
Listen, I think you should let your wife do a OnlyFans account.
Nah, we're not doing that.
I mean, there's plenty of them that they don't do anything dirty on there. They they crush butter with their toes and stuff like that. I don't know what they do. But they don't show their face. It's just feet. I don't know.
I'm telling you,
I
man.
totally made that up, but I bet
these
you
money makers right
here. Those
here.
fucking bat hangers you've got on your legs.
My man bat feet.
Oh my god. I don't know. I don't know how you fit in a normal pair of shoes. I figured you were sending tracings to Daniel Day-Lewis over in Italy, and he was making you custom Italian footwear.
There's many layers to that one, buddy.
Well, I wanted to flex that I knew that he had apprenticed to become a master shoepinter. How do you cobbler? Oh, like shoe carpenter. I like a cobbler.
Shoepinter.
I didn't have the word. I was trying to think what it would be.
Holy fuck! Every time I pass by and see Thief in the Cobbler, I was like, "Oh, it's Thief in the Shoepinter." Oh, fuck! Oh man! Oh, so I think we're coming in strong from being a week off.
I can't stop thinking about pizza. I'm fine. I don't. I'm afraid of
just lie to AJ.
Oh no, he'll find out. He might reach out to people around, he might have you swing back by to check and see. He's gonna
call Davey's Best to make sure a pizza was delivered to him.
He might just ask you to check my garbage for a box or something. Or message my roommate. Did he get a pizza today? Hey, Haas, who I never talked to, randomly got a question for you. Listen, can you go over to your roommate's smells breath, see if there's any pizza on it? Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Oh, 1 p.m. Dolphins game, finally. I haven't decided what I'm going to do for lunch yet. Oh,
pizza. Let's do pizza party.
I can't do pizza, man.
No? What are you going to do?
I don't know. She's working today, so I got to go over and see what she wants.
Oh.
I was supposed to go up to Deerfield to watch the game and eat ribs with one of my friends, but he has to work today. Brr, brr, brr. Good for him. He's doing well.
That's why he's doing well and we aren't.
Because we're ducking shit to a computer.
Because he's doing homework on a Sunday.
The only person that listens to this,
and we're like, oh, I'll write that up later, and then a week later, oh, I forgot to write that up.
It's like we're just giving Margaret her hours week of podcasting so she can listen when she's cleaning the kitchen.
She doesn't need this. She already got it. She already got a double dose of the Furlough Files this week.
Oh.
That's our
It's our bread and butter.
That's our backup. No, I'm just kidding. I just the whole purpose of this episode was just a review with him on the line.
Oh,
I had nothing after that. I literally had
we've
nothing.
gone for an hour.
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to take it seriously, but
we missed 2 weeks all year.
You and AJ have rubbed off on me a little too much.
We missed 2 weeks all year.
Did we?
Yeah,
All year?
we missed the 1 week.
When did we start this thing?
I thought we started beginning of the year.
All right.
We did we're gonna do this for 1 year and see what happes and assess then.
Yeah. Oh, we're doing all right.
Yeah, I mean, AJ's getting all kinds of free food.
He is. He's really I've gotten a coffee. I got one package from one person.
We have helped the Anthony Jeanette economy throughout this year.
That's right. We've fed him, we've clothed him, and we've kept him in coffee mugs.
He's gonna die buried in coffee mugs.
Oh my God! Why are you ordering such a large coffin for him? Because we had to put all the coffee mugs.
In 10 or so years, he's gonna be on an episode of one of those one of those shows.
No. You know what those coffee mugs are gonna be for? What? When he dies, each coffee mug's gonna get a little bit of his ash, and everyone's gonna get to leave. It's like
with a little bit of AJ.
It's like when you go to a wedding and there's like a little gift for everybody.
Everybody gets a coffee mug.
Yeah.
Oh.
It'll be a catered affair with bagels and lasagna.
It's just a coffee mug, a sprinkle of ashes, and shrink wrap over the top.
Yeah. Just like one of those cellophane deals, like when you get a gift basket.
Yeah.
You know, where it wrapped up, it's tied off.
Oh, it's got a little tinsel on the top.
Yeah, tied off with a ribbon. Maybe you got a balloon hanging off of it.
You'll always have that one asshole who's like, what, no chocolate?
Or you put you use the coffee mug as the weight, and you have the string tied to the handle, and in the balloon that says Bon Voyage AJ, there's a little bit of the ash in there, and you all go to like the river, and you cut the ribbons, and all the bullets go off. And then in some town somewhere else, it just rains AJ. Why? What are we talking about? What are we doing?
Know.
I got it. This is ridiculous. I'm calling it.
You're sprinkling AJ over the United States.
I've now
you
basically
killed our friend.
We're talking about his death. How would he die, by the way? How's he going out?
Oh, his heart's going, brother, like the rest of us.
Just going too hard, too fast, for too long.
One too many lasagnas, buddy.
Oh, maybe it would be a crazy woman breaking into his house.
You know what? I would put 50-50 odds on that.
Yeah.
I'd put 50-50 odds that he gets Jane trained or some shit.
Oh, don't say that. It's deep enough in the podcast where oh my God.
It is.
We weren't planning on talking about that for another 4 or 5 months.
Oh, well, I broke the seal. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
I figured this has been covered.
Now I got to listen to this podcast again because I got to bleep a word out. I won't bleep it out.
No. He's listen. He's been living on his high horse for too long.
Oh, it's your job to knock him down, huh?
Well, it's our job to knock each one of us down whenever we're getting a little too.
That's true. That's why he was on the phone.
Yeah. Now, if you'd have told me you were replacing me with Blake, I'd have flat laughed in your face.
Oh, we're getting all our shots in. By the way, if anyone's listening this deep in, Blake was the one we were referring to and making fun of with the Anderson Silva thing. What was it? He's like, he made it like we've signed or something. I'm like, we?
Listen, he works for the company, sir.
Yeah, I know.
He's on payroll. He has just as much invested as everyone else.
I don't know any of this. I can neither confirm or deny. All I know is that if this is the company he worked for when he was in Atlanta for a full week and didn't call Anthony to hang out, then I. Ooh. Come on, we got to take our little. You know what? If he was upset, he'd say something. Listen, but instead, he just secretly
That was
listens.
so savage, Drew Brees broke another rib.
Oof. All right, speaking of football.
All right. Time for some football.
What was that?
I don't fucking know. Is it Tua time?
Not after that.